Yo, hello, hello. I know I said I wasn't gonna go live today. Appreciate the 2 likes. As you can see, I really contradict myself a lot. Oh, he's delaying the channel, huh? Alright, I'm considering it.
Hey, what is up, guys? Eli here, back again on another video. Just wanting to let you know that I will be shutting down, sadly, the DL channel for a couple reasons. One, I work more usually, and usually my school schedule really fits in, and I'm basically after that, I'm either asleep or playing a video game of some sort. So I'm just going to be doing for now on everything in the Eli-DestroyED channel and all that such. And other than that, I'm sorry to everyone on the DL channel that it didn't really work out. I thought during the summer I had more freedom and more free time and all that such, but as I grew up and, well, moved along and all that such, well, a lot took over, let's just say that. So, I will be deleting the channel, sadly, 5 days from now, so it will probably be, if I remember correctly,
So if he puts it
Friday, if I did it
7th.
correctly. So I'll be downloading all the videos from the DL channel
5.
and moving them to the Destroyed channel,
Yep, Friday.
all that such. So I'm sorry once again, everyone, and I will try my best to get
I like
back
that
to you
shirt.
guys and talk more about it on the Eli Destroyed channel. As always, though, peace.
Hmm. Gotcha. Gotcha. Having 2 channels is a little hard to manage, in my opinion. Yeah, I'm thankful to Flexby. Is that his name that you were posting? That's his name, right? No, not Flexby. Vermax. I don't know why I'm saying Flexby. Vermax. I I want to do something for the community of Christ too. So I'm thinking about tithing as well. If you don't know what tithing is, it's giving 10% of your income, your wages, to the Lord as an offering, and that's what Vermax is doing right now in his business. And as you saw, he that was actually a really cool video. So I really appreciate you sharing that with me. So I do want to do that as well. So the 10% I make from the YouTube revenue that I make, I'll be donating it to a Christian like a I've done it before, so I need to remember the name of that place. But it's an organization, Ministries organization or something like that. Something with ministries in it. So yeah, I want to do that. Then I'm not sure how this one's gonna work out, but having a GoFundMe page, and if people want to donate, all the profits are made from that can go can be sent towards these ministries as well to help brothers in need and sisters in need. So that's something that I'm actually interested in doing myself. Of course, it's not forced upon, so I'm not going to force people to do it because donating money and all that should be from your own heart. It shouldn't be an obligation. Uh, I can't find it. I'm trying to find I should probably get my dog, actually. He's barking a lot. Yep, be right back. My dog was barking. Hmm. Yeah, that's why I'm planning to gift Destroy the mouse pad. Just knowing that 10% will help other people out in need. Ask him which one he prefers. Nice. Yeah, I'm just trying to find the one that I. Hmm. Yeah, I can't. I can't find the ones. The one that. Dang it, bro! It's in my email. Maybe it's on Facebook. Dang it, bro! Following. Well, not following. When I want to find it, I can't find it. But whenever I don't want to find it, it just pops up for me. Why is that a thing? I know you guys probably want to see me play video games right now, but I just want to. I want to find the website that I'm talking about. Of course, it's not there. All right, it's gonna take a minute, so I'm not gonna do this right now. I'll have to find it, but I do want to see. I don't know if there's like a special requirement in having a GoFundMe page, so I'll have to do some research on that. Yeah, I haven't preloaded, but it's right there. I need to update. I'm probably gonna have to update it again tomorrow, so I can do that tomorrow, which is perfect. I have a lot of games here that I don't really play much and run the shaders. Yeah, I'll have to run the shaders before I even start too, because I'm pretty sure it's gonna make me do it. I suppose. Well, we gotta launch Steam first. We don't have a lot of views right now, right? No. I'm a little baffled. Like, why did I have that much viewers, bro? I know they weren't watching me, but they weren't really talking in chat. But why was that? Why was there so much people watching me play RE9? Mistball Hunter, ranked number 3, July 29th, 2026. So this game I saw online. Got over 100 views. Yeah. This is 2249.
Resident Evil.
There's gotta be a way to get to the surface.
Are you going to be going live today?
I'm sorry, I know it hurts. I'm so sorry. Dead end.
Today I'm going to continue with the main story now. Oh, okay. Nice.
Insufficient power. Reset the power distribution units on the lower floor.
Gotta get the power on. That's my only chance.
Whoa. So is like the Requiem not that strong enough against her? Like I shot her right in the face, bro, and she usually gets stunned. What's the point of having the Requiem against her?
Reset the power distribution units on the lower floor.
Gotta get the power on. That's my only chance.
I should have turned on the light, but still, bro. see any difference?
Don't miss.
Okay, bro. Alright, this is bull.
Insufficient power. Reset the power distribution units on the lower floor.
Insanity isn't hard.
It's my
It's
only
just the
chance.
damage that they do to you is just insane. Hence the word insanity. Should I just sneak it? Oh my gosh, bro. I did not like that. Do I have to actually turn on the light? Because last time I didn't do that. That's 3 in a row already. Within, like, what, 5 minutes? This is gonna be fun. What's the point of having this right here? It increases the likelihood you survive a fatal damage. That's a bull.
Insufficient power. Reset the power distribution units on the lower floor.
Gotta get the power on. It's
Yeah,
my
next time
only
I upgrade
chance.
my stats, I'm just gonna upgrade my damage, bro. There's no point for the health. Total type appears if he picks up beast. That's interesting.
Stay back. Two to go. Just die already.
Oh, whoa! Alright, bro. Dude. I don't feel like playing RE right now, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I'm getting tired of this. I burned her twice, bro. Actually, once because the first time I didn't register.
Insufficient power. Reset the power distribution units on the lower floor.
Gotta get the power on. It's my only chance. Stay back. Two to go.
Bro, can't even see her, bro. Dude, I didn't know she was gonna go left or right. I'm getting tired of this, bro. I'm getting tired of this. I just want to get this part over with. I'm getting tired of this. I don't like this. I'm done, bro.
Reset the power distribution units on the lower floor.
The pistols aren't doing nothing against her.
It's my only chance.
I'm pretty sure I have a charm on this Requiem too. It's not doing nothing. There's no point. I want to shoot her, bro.
Stay back. Two to go.
Dude, that's like my 7th time dying already. This is worse than an RPG.
Insufficient power. Reset the power distribution units on the lower floor.
Gotta get the power on. It's my only chance.
Did you die a lot at this part? Or is it just because I'm doing something wrong? Which is possible. Mostly possible.
Please work.
Dude, you what? Dude, I don't even want to play RE right now. Just because of this, bro. This makes me not want to play it.
Insufficient power. Reset the power distribution units on the lower floor.
Gotta get the power on. It's my only chance.
Alright, I'm playing there. Okay.
2 to go.
Insufficient power. Reset the power distribution units on the lower floor.
Gotta get the power on. It's my only chance. What the fuck?
Dude, what?
Only one more.
It's gonna be the funnest one. son of a gun, bro.
Where's that power unit? Ugh, why is it so stiff? Just die already.
Come on, come on, come on, please!
Power has been successfully restored.
This should open the hatch. I need to hurry.
Dude, that was annoying, bro. That took me over 20, probably over 20 minutes, actually.
We're getting out of here. Get out of the fucking way. Come on! Open!
Finally died.
Finally. Emily, please be okay. Emily, it's me. Emily? Oh no! Wake up! Come on!
Man, that was crazy.
Emily! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30.
You have to do 30 chest compressions.
1, 2, 3, 4. Wake up, Emily!
That's crazy, bro.
Come on!
Now there's a question: does Emily have? Is she still infected at the end of the game? I know she looks cured, but does she still have some of the power, the T virus, or is she like completely restored?
Ellie, hi, it's me. I'm right here. You okay? You okay?
That's crazy, bro. Dang.
I wanted to save her!
You don't understand. It's
No, I never would have escaped without her. This is all my fault. Again.
Look, I get it. Trust me, I get it. But we're still alive. We have to keep going.
No.
Grace.
Can you guys see the game? Quality, is it good? Is it dark for you guys? Or is it bright? It looks a little dark on my side, not gonna lie. I'm not sure if that's the same case as you.
Alpus is within reach, Grace. I'd like you to come with me.
Come with you.
Well, you feel lost, but you're not.
It's good? Okay.
You're
It's probably
exactly
just the
where you need
shadows.
to be.
I've been waiting for you, Grace.
Who are
Dun
you?
dun dun.
Raccoon City. You're the reason for its destruction, but you're also the key to building a brave new world. You're the final piece. Let us show you your true purpose.
Oh snap.
Hey, checking in.
Good timing. Did you find anything on Elpis?
Not yet. Nothing on the servers at the CIA or the Pentagon.
Maybe we need a higher clearance.
I requested one, and I was told to shut down the investigation.
What? Why?
They didn't say. Orders from on high.
Look, we don't need you taking a hit for this. I'll just go it alone.
We're in this together. Till the end. I've always been good at working in the shadows.
Just don't do anything too risky, yeah?
Me? Never.
definitely has something to do with Opus.
Dang. Pretty fire. Alright. I should probably upgrade my shotgun. Yo, let's go, Eddie. Alright. You got a $10 gift card of your choice. So what do you want? Shotgun's not really. I need a better shotgun, bro. Power right there. Oh, I do have the biggest one. Amazon if you can. Yeah, I'll see how we can operate with that. Oh, that's the first time seeing zombies actually.
It's like time stopped here.
If not for Umbrella, it could have just been a normal city.
Yeah. Now it's nothing but ash and memories.
Oh, that's great. My controller died. Do I have to charge this controller? I think I do have to charge it, right? Of course. All right, why is wonder why Barcoyam is over to my left side. No. Bro, what the hell? How do I switch? How do I put it to my right? The game on the right side. No, this ain't gonna happen, bro. I'm gonna have to restart the game. Like that. I took a lot of damage, bro.
All right. Now what? You're a real pest, you know that? Guess I gotta squash you.
To be fair, I did lose my controller's battery percentage.
You're real pest, you know that? Guess I gotta squash you. Where are you?
Oh, hello.
Haven't you had enough? I don't have time.
HP clutch. Is that really 1 HP? It's always whenever I'm 1 HP, bro.
Oh, I miss our Raccoon City hospitality.
Oh, great, I am. You're not lying, bro. Dude, what the heck? Mr. Sadler comes into chat. This is the pinnacle of Ari's. Just being 1 HP most of the time, all the time. Poor Leon. Bro, Leon is weak.
Now, whose camp is this?
Son of a gun, bro. I could have made a whole antidote with that, but I did not.
Strange. Where are all the bodies?
Oh, hello. Son of a gun, bro. Are they do? Oh my gosh, they have pistol. They have. Once again, 1 HP, bro.
Strange. Where are all the bodies?
Oh, you'll find them. Excuse me? Who the hell threw that at me? Oh! Hello. Go, take my shotgun. It has some pretty good upgrades on it. Alright. Well, that's gonna be like the main theme of the stream. It's just us dying.
Bodies.
Poor Leon, he's suffering a lot. You know, I never thought I'd be playing Insanity mode, but here I am playing Insanity mode. Man, get off of me. You gotta be kidding me, bro. Where the hell do I go? Where the Dude, I didn't even know where I was supposed to go there. Bro, I'm getting tired of RA already, bro. Xbox 360 controller disconnected. What? Maybe I should just keep this plugged in while it's charging. Well, turned on. 6 viewers. Just saying. You don't have anything uploaded, right? God is so good. Cool. What story does she have?
I posted how recently God has been sending me these quiet little reminders of his mercy and his faithfulness and just how amazing he is. And it happened again this morning. Next month will be a year since I had this major life-saving surgeries, a perfect example of that. I filmed this exactly the same week last year. I had a really bad pain day today. Really bad. Lots and lots of pain. I don't know how these photos were picked to come on here and just play, but like, I want to look like her again. I want to be healthy again. I don't want to be like this anymore. Hearing that just absolutely breaks my heart. Remembering that I couldn't even fathom that I was one day going to get better. I was having to take really heavy pain medication to just get me through the day, and all I desperately wanted was to have my old life back. Fast forward to this morning, and I go to my doctor's office because I need to get my port flushed. The first thing is the fact that I have to go in regularly now to get my port flushed because it's not being used on a regular basis like it was before already. Huge blessing, so thankful. If you've been to an oncology office and you get either chemo or infusion,
It's nice to hear
you know
people's
the room with
testimonies.
all of the big recliner chairs, and going into that room is such a very humbling experience. So I go back and the nurse says, go to your regular chair. Now my regular chair is just a regular chair. It's not at one of the recliners. So another just tender mercy. So I sit in my little spot. I notice this man who instantly just reminded me of my dad. He looked like him. He was wearing a shirt that
Oh,
my
I thought
dad
that was
would
my phone.
wear, and then sort of just zoned out and was daydreaming. And I sort of look up, and the man who I noticed walked up to me and he handed me something. He didn't say anything, he just smiled and handed me this. And it says, Jesus loves you.
That sounds like an angel.
And I'm sharing this because I want to pass on this reminder that yes, Jesus
Angels
does
do
love
exist,
you.
and they do
His
confront.
grace
We
and
do
his
encounter
faithfulness
angels, even though we don't actually know
is
it.
always going
Sometimes
to be
we
there
actually do.
ready and waiting to see you through to the other side, even on the days when it absolutely seems impossible.
That's awesome. That's awesome. That is awesome. All right, we can spend some time in scripture if you guys want. I'm not gonna I'm not gonna play anymore, Ari. I was getting annoyed, and I don't want to feel annoyed. So we are gonna continue with the book of Matthew. We are on chapter 23. So if you guys want to read with me, you can do that. It's totally optional, or you can just listen. So yeah, chapter 23. Then Jesus said to the crowds and to his disciples, "The teachers of the law and the Pharisees sit in Moses' seat. So you must be careful to do everything." Let me switch the page. For they, wait, what? Careful to do everything they tell you, but do not do what they do, for they do not practice what they preach. They tie up heavy, cumbersome loads and put them on other people's shoulders, but they themselves are not willing to lift a finger to move them. Everything they do is done for people to see. They make their cyclatcheries wide and the tassels of their garments long. They love the place of honor at banquets and the most important seats in the synagogues. They love to be greeted with respect in the marketplaces and to be called rabbi by others. But you are not called to be rabbi, for you have one teacher, and you are all brothers. And do not call anyone on earth Father, for you have one Father, and he is in heaven. Now, to speak in context, when it says Father, it has a lowercase f, and then when it says for you have one Father, it has a uppercase f, meaning our Father in heaven, because we just have one true Father, which is God. Nor are you to be called instructors, for you have one instructor, the Messiah, aka Jesus Christ. The greatest among you will be your servant. For those who exalt themselves will be humbled, and those who humble themselves will be exalted. In that context, it's talking about pride. Woe to you, teachers of the law and Pharisees, you hypocrites! You shut the door of the kingdom of heaven in people's faces. Ye yourselves do not enter, nor will you let those enter who are trying to. Woe to you, teachers of the law and Pharisees, you hypocrites! You travel over land and sea to win a single convert, and when you have succeeded, you make them twice as much a child of hell as you are. Woe to you, blind guides! You say, if anyone swears by the temple, it means nothing, but anyone who swears by the gold of the temple is bound by thy oath. You blind fools! Which is greater, the gold or the temple that makes the gold sacred? You also say, if anyone swears by the altar, it means nothing, but anyone who swears by the gift on the altar is bound by that oath. You blind men! Which is greater, the gift or the altar that makes the gift sacred? Therefore, anyone who swears by the altar swears by it, and everything on it. And anyone who swears by the temple swears by it, and by the one who dwells in it. And anyone who swears by heaven swears by God's throne, and by the one who sits on it. Woe to you, teachers of the law and Pharisees, you hypocrites! You give a tenth of your spices, mint, dill, and cumin, but you have neglected the more important matters of the law: justice, mercy, and faithfulness. You should have practiced the latter without neglecting the former. You blind guides! You strain out a gnat, but swallow a camel. Woe to you, teachers of the law and Pharisees, you hypocrites! You clean the outside of the cup and dish, but inside they are full of greed and self-indulgence. Blind Pharisee, first clean the inside of the cup and dish, and then the outside will also be clean. This isn't. This is talking about the actual body, like our bodies. We gotta clean ourselves inwardly, because then we'll be clean outside. There's also a verse that says you're gonna know the fruit of the person by their mouth. It's not what goes in that defiles the person, because if we eat something, it goes in, it goes through the whole system. But if we speak out loud, it's words that we're saying from the heart. Which, if we're saying something negative, that means we have negativity in our hearts. If we have the power of life and death. We can speak life over people and ourselves, or we can speak death over people and ourselves, because the tongue is a instrument. It has power, as you can see in this nation, and the whole world too. Woe to you, teachers of the law and Pharisees, you hypocrites! You are like whitewashed tombs, which look beautiful on the outside, but on the inside are full of bones, full of the bones of the dead, and everything unclean. In the same way, on the outside you appear to people as righteous, but on the inside you are full of hypocrisy and wickedness. Woe to you, teachers of the law and Pharisees, you hypocrites! You build tombs for the prophets, and decorate the graves with the righteous. And you say, if we have lived in the days of our ancestors, we would not have taken part with them in shedding the blood of the prophets. So you testify against yourselves that you are the descendants of those who murdered the prophets. Go ahead, then, and complete what your ancestors started. You snakes, you brood of vipers, how will you escape being condemned to hell? Therefore I am sending you prophets and sages and teachers. Some of them you will kill and crucify. Others you will flog in your synagogues and pursue from town to town. And so upon you will come all the righteous blood that has been shed on earth, from the blood of righteous Abel to the blood of Zechariah son of Berechiah, whom you murdered between the temple and the altar. Truly I tell you, all this will come on this generation. Jerusalem, Jerusalem, you who kill the prophets and stone those who sent to you. How often have I longed to gather your children together, as a hen gathers her chicks under her wings, and you were not willing. Look, your house is left to you desolate. For I tell you, you will not see me again until you say, blessed is he who comes in the name of the Lord. 24. I'm just going to read the rest of the book of Matthew, because because I have like 20, there's like 28 chapters. I'm on chapter 24. Let's see how far we can get, actually. So I still have time. Jesus left the temple and was walking away when his disciples came up to him to call his attention to its building. Do you see all these things? He asked. Truly I tell you, not one stone here will be left on another. Every one will be thrown down. As Jesus was sitting on the Mount of Olives, the disciples came to him privately. Tell us, they said, when will this happen, and what will be the sign of your coming and the end of the age? Jesus answered, watch out that no one deceives you, for many will come in my name, claiming I am the Messiah, and will deceive many. You will hear of wars and rumors of wars, but see to it that you are not alarmed. Such things must happen, but the end is still to come. Nation will rise against nation, and kingdom after kingdom against kingdom. There will be famines and earthquakes in various places. All these are the beginnings of birth pains. Now, doesn't this sound familiar? What's happening now in this whole world? Wars, famines. Man, we're living in the end times right now. We have been for a while. People are just waking up now. Then you will be handed over to the persecuted and put to death, and you will be hated by all nations because of me. At that time, many will turn away from the faith and will betray and hate each other. And many false prophets will appear and deceive many people. Because of the increase of wickedness, the love of most will grow cold. But the one who stands firm to the end will be saved. This gospel of the kingdom will be preached in the whole world as a testimony to all nations, and then the end will come. So when you see standing in the holy place the abomination that causes desolation, spoken of through the prophet Daniel, let the reader understand. Then let those who are in Judea flee to the mountains. Let no one on the housetop go down to take anything out of the house. Let no one in the field go back to get their cloak. How dreadful it will be in those days for pregnant women and nursing mothers. Pray that your flight will not take place in winter or on the Sabbath, for then there will be great distress, unequaled from the beginning of the world until now, never to be equaled again. If those days had not been cut short, no one would survive. But for the sake of the elect, those days will be shortened. At that time, if anyone says to you, "Look, here is the Messiah," or "There he is," do not believe it. For false messiahs and false prophets will appear and perform great signs and wonders to deceive, if possible, even the elect. See, I have told you ahead of time. So if anyone tells you, "There he is, out in the wilderness," do not go out. Or, "Here he is in the inner rooms," do not believe it. For as lightning that comes from the east is visible even in the west, so will be the coming of the Son of Man. Wherever there is a carcass, there the vultures will gather. Immediately after the distress of those days, the sun will be darkened, and the moon will not give its light. The stars will fall from the sky, and the heavenly bodies will be shaken. Then will appear the Son of Man in heaven, and then all the peoples of the earth will mourn when they see the Son of Man coming on the clouds of heaven with power and great glory. And he will send his angels with a loud trumpet call, and they will gather his elect from the four winds, from one end of the heavens to the other. Now learn this lesson from the fig tree. As soon as its twigs get tender and its leaves come out, you know that summer is near. Even so, when you see all these things, you know that it is near, right at the door. Truly I tell you, this generation will certainly not pass away until all these things have happened. Heaven and earth will pass away, but my words will never pass away. But about the day or hour no one knows, not even the angels in heaven, nor the Son, but only the Father. So even Jesus Christ does not know when this day will happen, but only God knows. As it was in the days of Noah, so it will be at the coming of the Son of Man. For in the days before the flood, people were eating and drinking, marrying and giving in marriage, up to the day Noah entered the ark, and they knew nothing about what would happen until the flood came and took them all away. So that is that is how it will be at the coming of the Son of Man. 2 men will be in the field, one will be taken and the other left. 2 women will be grinding with a hand mill, one will be taken and the other left. Therefore keep watch, because you do not know on what day your Lord will come. But understand this, if the owner of the house had known at what time of night the thief was coming, he would have kept watch and would not have let his house be broken into. So you also must be ready, because the Son of Man will come at an hour when you do not expect him. Then who is the faithful and wise servant whom the master has put in charge of the servants in his household to give them their food at the proper time? It will be good for the servant whose master finds him doing so when he returns. Truly I tell you, he will put him in charge of all his possessions. But suppose that servant is wicked and says to himself, "My master is staying away a long time," and he then begins to beat his fellow servants and to eat and drink with drunkards. The master of that servant will come on the day when he does not expect him, and at an hour he is not aware of. He will cut him to pieces and assign him to a place with the hypocrites, where there will be weeping and gnashing of teeth. This is getting intense, isn't it? At that time, the kingdom of heaven. This is chapter 25. At that time, the kingdom of heaven will be like 10 virgins who took their lamps and went out to meet the bridegroom. 5 of them were foolish and 5 were wise. The foolish ones took their lamps, but did not take any oil with them. The wise ones, however, took oil in jars along with their lamps. The bridegroom was a long time in coming. They all became drowsy and fell asleep. At midnight the cry rang out, "Hear the bridegroom! Come out to meet him!" Then all the virgins woke up and trimmed their lamps. The foolish ones said to the wise, "Give us some of your oil. Our lamps are going out." "No," they replied, "there may not be enough for both of us and you. Instead, go to those who sell oil and buy some for yourselves." But while they were on their way to buy the oil, the bridegroom arrived. The virgins who were ready went in with him to the wedding banquet, and the door was shut. Later the others also came. "Lord, Lord," they said, "open the door for us." But he replied, "Truly I tell you, I don't know you. Therefore keep watch, because you do not know the day or the hour." Again, it would be like a man going on a journey, who called his servants and entrusted his wealth to them. To one he gave 5 bags of gold, to another 2 bags, and to another 1 bag, each according to his ability. Then he went on his journey. The man who had received 5 bags of gold went at once and put his money to work and gained 5 bags more. So also the one with 2 bags of gold gained 2 more. But the man who had received 1 bag went off, dug a hole in the ground, and hid his master's money. After a long time, the master of those servants returned and settled accounts with them. The man who had received 5 bags of gold brought the other 5. "Master," he said, "you entrusted me with 5 bags of gold. See, I have gained 5 more." His master replied, "Well done, good and faithful servant. You have been faithful with a few things. I will put you in charge of many things. Come and share your master's happiness." The man with 2 bags of gold also came. "Master," he said, "you entrusted me with 2 bags of gold. See, I have gained 2 more." His master replied, "Well done, good and faithful servant. You have been faithful with a few things. I will put you in charge of many things. Come and share your master's happiness." Then the man who had received 1 bag of gold came. "Master," he said, "I knew that you were a hard man, harvesting where you have not sown, and gathering where you have not scattered seed. So I was afraid, and went out and hid your gold in the ground. See, here it is what belongs to you." His master replied, "You wicked, lazy servant. So you knew that I harvest where I have not sown, and gather where I have not scattered seed? Well then, you should have put my money on deposit with the bankers, so that when I returned I would have received it back with interest. So take the bag of gold from him and give it to the one that has 10 bags. Whoever has will be given more, and they will have an abundance. Whoever does not have, even what they have will be taken from them. And throw out the worthless servant outside into the darkness, where there will be weeping and gnashing of teeth. When the Son of Man comes in his glory, and all the angels with him, he will sit on a glorious throne. All the nations will be gathered before him, and he will separate the people one from another as a shepherd separates the goat from the sheep. Sorry, I can't even speak. All right, the people one from another as a shepherd separates the sheep from the goats. He will put the sheep on his right and the goats on his left. Then the king will say to those on his right, "Come, you who are blessed by my Father, take your inheritance, the kingdom prepared for you since the creation of the world. For I was hungry, and you gave me something to eat. I was thirsty, and you gave me something to drink. I was a stranger, and you invited me in. I needed clothes, and you clothed me. I was sick, and you looked after me. I was in prison, and you came to visit me." Then the righteous will answer him, "Lord, when did we see you hungry and feed you, or thirsty or give you something to drink? When did we see you a stranger and invite you in, or needing clothes to clothe you? When did we see you sick or in prison and go to visit you?" The king will reply, "Truly I tell you, whatever you did for one of the least of these brothers and sisters of mine, you did for me." Then he will say to those on his left, "Depart from me, you who are cursed, into the eternal fire, prepared for the devil and his angels. For I was hungry, and you gave me nothing to eat. I was thirsty, and you gave me nothing to drink. I was a stranger, and you did not invite me in. I needed clothes, and you did not clothe me. I was sick and in prison, and you did not look after me." They also will answer, "Lord, when did we see you hungry or thirsty, or a stranger, or needing clothes, or sick, or in prison, and did not help me?" He will reply, "Truly I tell you, wherever you did not do for one of the least of these, you did not do for me." Then they will go away into eternal punishment but the righteous to eternal life. All right, I think I can actually finish this with you guys. I just have 2 more chapters. All right, so this is 26. When Jesus had finished saying all these things, he said to his disciples, "As you know, the Passover is 2 days away, and the Son of Man will be handed over to be crucified." Then the chief priests and the elders of the people assembled. In the palace of the high priest, whose name was Caiaphas, they schemed to arrest Jesus secretly and kill him, but not during the festival, they said, or there may be a riot among the people. While Jesus was in Bethany, in the home of Simon the leper, a woman came to him with an alabaster jar of very expensive perfume, which she poured on his head as he was reclining at the table. When the disciples saw this, they were indignant. "Why waste this? Why this waste?" they asked. "This perfume could have been sold at a high price and the money given to the poor." Aware of this, Jesus said to them, "Why are you bothering this woman? She has done a beautiful thing to me. The poor you will always have with you, but you will not always have me." When she When she poured this perfume on my body, she did it to prepare me for burial. Truly I tell you, wherever this gospel is preached throughout the world, what she has done will also be told in memory of her. Then one of the 12, the one called Judas Iscariot, went to the chief priests and asked, "What are you willing to give me if I deliver him over to you?" So they counted out to him 30 pieces of silver. From then on, Judas watched for an opportunity to hand him over. On the first day of the festival of unleavened bread, the disciples came to Jesus and asked, "Where do you want us to make preparations for you to eat the Passover?" He replied, "Go into the city to a certain man and tell him, 'The teacher says, my appointed time is near. I am going to celebrate the Passover with my disciples at your house.'" So the disciples did as Jesus had directed them and prepared the Passover. When evening came, Jesus was reclining at the table with the 12, and while they were eating, he said, "Truly I tell you, one of you will betray me." Then I can't speak. There they were sad and began to say to one after the other, "Surely you don't mean me, Lord." Jesus replied, "The one who has dipped his hand into the bowl with me will betray me. The Son of Man will go just as it is written about him. But woe to that man who betrays the Son of Man. It would be better for him if he had not been born. Then Judas, the one who betrayed him, said, "Surely you don't mean, Rabbi." Jesus answered, "You have said so." While they were eating, Jesus took the bread. When he had given thanks, he broke it and gave it to his disciples, saying, "Take and eat. This is my body." Then he took a cup, and when he had given thanks, he gave it to them, saying, drink from it, all of you. This is my blood of the covenant, which is poured out for many of the forgiveness of sins. I tell you, I will not drink from this fruit of the vine from now until that day when I drink it new with you in my Father's kingdom. When they had sung a hymn, they went out to the Mount of Olives. Then Jesus told them, "This very night you were all sorry. This very night you will all fall away on account of me, for it is written, I will strike the shepherd, and the sheep of the flock will be scattered. But after I had risen, I will go ahead of you into Galilee." Peter replied, even if all fall away on account of you, I never will. Truly I tell you, Jesus answered, this very night, before the rooster crows, you will disown me 3 times. But Peter declared, even if I have to die with you, I will never disown you. And all the other disciples said the same. Then Jesus went with his disciples to a place called Gethsemane, and he said to them, sit here while I go over there and pray. He took Peter and the 2 sons of Zebedee along with him, and he began to be sorrowful and troubled. Then he said to them, my soul is overwhelmed with sorrow to the point of death. Stay here and keep watch with me. Going a little further, he fell with his face to the ground and prayed, my Father, if it is possible, may this cup be taken from me. Yet not as I will, but as you will. Then he returned to his disciples and found them sleeping. Couldn't you men keep watch with me for 1 hour? He asked Peter, watch and pray so that you will not fall into temptation. The spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak. He went away a second time and prayed, my Father, if it is not possible for this cup to be taken away unless I drink it, may your will be done. When he came back, he again found them sleeping, because their eyes were heavy. So he left them, went once more, and prayed the 3rd time, saying the same thing. Then he returned to the disciples and said to them, are you still sleeping and resting? Look, the hour has come. The Son of Man is delivered into the hands of sinners. Rise, let us go. Here he comes, my betrayer. While he was still speaking, Judas, one of the 12, arrived. With him was a large crowd armed with swords and clubs sent from the chief priests and the elders of the people. Now the betrayer had arranged a signal with them. The one I kiss is the man, arrest him. Going at once to Jesus, Judas said, greetings, Rabbi, and kissed him. Jesus replied, do what you came for, friend. Then the men stepped forward, seized Jesus, and arrested him. With that, one of Jesus' companions reached for his sword, drew it out, and struck the servant of the high priest, cutting off his ear. Put your sword back in its place, Jesus said to him, for all who draw the sword will die by the sword. Do you think I cannot call on my Father, and he will at once put at my disposal more than 12 legions of angels? But how then would the scriptures be fulfilled that say it must happen this way? In that hour Jesus said to the crowd, am I leading a rebellion, that you have come out with swords and clubs to capture me? Every day I sat in the temple courts teaching, and you did not arrest me. But this has all taken place, that the writings of the prophets might be fulfilled. Then the disciples deserted him and fled. Those who had arrested Jesus took him to Caiaphas, the high priest, where the teachers of the law and the elders had assembled. But Peter followed them at a distance, right up to the country yard of the high priest. He entered and sat down with the guards to see the outcome. The chief priests and the whole Sanhedrin were looking for false evidence against Jesus so that they could put him to death. But they did not find any, though many false witnesses came forward. Finally, two came forward and declared, "This fellow said, I am able to destroy the temple of God and rebuild it in 3 days." Then the high priest stood up and said to Jesus, "Are you not going to answer? What is this testimony that these men are bringing against you?" But Jesus remained silent. The high priest said to him, "I charge you under oath by the living God. Tell us if you are the Messiah, the Son of God." "You have said so," Jesus replied. "But I say to all of you, from now on you will see the Son of Man sitting at the right hand of the Mighty One and coming on the clouds of heaven." Then the high priest tore his clothes and said, "He has spoken in blasphemy. Why do we need any more witnesses? Look now, you have heard the blasphemy. What do you think? He is worthy of death," they answered. They spit on his face and struck him with their fists. Others slapped him and said, "Prophesy to us, Messiah, who hit you?" Now Peter was sitting out in the courtyard, and the servant girl came to him. "You were with Jesus of Galilee," she said, but he denied it before them all. "I don't know what you're talking about," he said. Then he went out to the gateway, where another servant girl saw him and said to the people there, "This fellow was with Jesus of Nazareth." He denied it again with an oath, "I don't know the man." After a little while, those standing there went up to Peter and said, "Surely you are the one of them. Your accent gives you away." Then he began to call down curses and swore to them, "I don't know the man." Immediately a rooster crowed. Then Peter remembered the word Jesus had spoken, "Before the rooster crows, you will disown me 3 times." And he went outside and wept bitterly. All right, we have 2 more chapters. Early in the morning, all the chief priests and the elders of the people made their plans how to have Jesus executed. So they bound him, led him away, and handed him over to Pilate the governor. When Judas, who had betrayed him, saw that Jesus was condemned, he seized with remorse and returned the 30 pieces of silver to the chief priests and the elders. "I have sinned," he said, "for I have betrayed innocent blood." "What is that to us?" they replied. That's your responsibility." So Judas threw the money into the temple and left. Then he went away and hanged himself. The chief priest picked up the coins and said, "It is against the law to put this money into the treasury since it is blood money." So they decided to use the money to buy the potter's field as a burial place for foreigners. That is why it has been called the Field of Blood to this day. Then what was spoken by Jeremiah the prophet was fulfilled. They took the 30 pieces of silver, the price set on him by the people of Israel. They used them to buy the potter's field, as the Lord commanded me. Meanwhile, Jesus stood before the governor, and the governor asked him, "Are you the king of the Jews?" "You have said so," Jesus replied. When he was accused by the chief priests and the elders, he gave no answer. Then Pilate asked him, "Don't you hear the testimony they are bringing against you?" But Jesus made no reply, not even to a single charge, to the great amazement of the governor. Now it was the governor's custom at the festival to release a prisoner chosen by the crowd. At that time they had a well-known prisoner whose name was Jesus Barabbas. So when the crowd had gathered, Pilate asked them, "Which one do you want me to release to you, Jesus Barabbas or Jesus who is called the Messiah?" For he knew it was out of self-interest that they handed Jesus over to him. While Pilate was sitting on the judge's seat, his wife sent him this message: "Don't have anything to do with that innocent man, for I have suffered a great deal today in a dream because of him." But the chief priests and the elders persuaded the crowd to ask for Barabbas and to have Jesus executed. "Which of the 2 do you want me to release to you?" he asked the governor. Barabbas, they answered. What should I do then with Jesus who is called the Messiah? Pilate asked. They all answered, Crucify him. Why? What crime has he committed against? What crime has he committed? Asked Pilate. But they shouted all the louder, Crucify! Crucify him! When Pilate saw that he was getting nowhere, but instead an uproar, he took water and washed his hands in front of the crowds. I am innocent of this man's blood, he said. It is your responsibility. All the people answered, His blood is on us and on our children. Then he released Barabbas to them, but he had Jesus flogged and handed him over to be crucified. Then the governor's soldiers took Jesus into the praetorium and gathered the whole company of soldiers around him. They stripped him and put a scarlet robe on him, then twisted together a crown of thorns and set it on his head. They put a staff in his right hand. Then they knelt in front of him and mocked him. Hail, King of the Jews! They said. They spit on him and took the staff and struck him on the head again and again. After they had mocked him, they took off the robe and put his own clothes on him. Then they led him away to be crucified. As they were going out, they met a man from Cyrene named Simon, and they forced him to carry the cross. They came to a place called Golgotha, which means the place of the skull. There they offered Jesus wine to drink mixed with gall, but after tasting it, he refused to drink it. When they had crucified him, they divided up his clothes by casting lots. And sitting down, they kept watch over him there. Above his head, they placed a written charge against him. This is Jesus, the King of the Jews. Two rebels were crucified with him, one on his right and one on his left. Those who passed by hurled insults at him, shaking their heads, and saying, You who are going to destroy the temple and build it in 3 days, save yourself. Come down from the cross if you are the Son of God. In the same way, the chief priests, the teachers of the law, and the elders mocked him. He saved others, they said, but he can't save himself. He's the King of Israel. Let him come down. Let him come down now from the cross, and we will believe in him. He trusts in God. Let God rescue him. Now if he wants him, for he said, I am the Son of God. In the same way, the rebels who were crucified with him also heaped insults on him. From noon until 3 in the afternoon, darkness came over all the land. About 3 in the afternoon, Jesus cried in a loud voice, Eli, Eli, lama sabachthani, which means, my God, why have you forsaken me? When some of those standing there heard this, they said, He's calling Elijah. Immediately one of them ran and got a sponge and filled it with wine vinegar, put it on his staff, and offered it to Jesus to drink. The rest said, Now leave him alone. Let's see if Elijah comes to save him. And when Jesus had cried out again in a loud voice, he gave up his spirit. At that moment, the curtain of the temple was torn in two from top to bottom. The earth shook, the rocks split, and the tombs broke open. The bodies of many holy people who had died were raised to life. They came out of the tombs after Jesus' resurrection and went into the holy city and appeared to many people. When the centurion and those with him who were guarding Jesus saw the earthquake and all that had happened, they were terrified and exclaimed, Surely he was the Son of God. Many women were there, watching from a distance. They had followed Jesus from Galilee to care for his needs. Among them were Mary Magdalene, Mary the mother of James and Joseph, and the mother of Zebedee's sons. As evening approached, there came a rich man from Arimathea named Joseph, who had himself become a disciple of Jesus. Going to Pilate, he asked for Jesus' body, and Pilate ordered that it was given to him. Joseph took the body wrapped in a clean linen cloth and placed it in his own new tomb that he had cut out of the rock. He rolled a big stone in front of the entrance to the tomb and went away. Mary Magdalene and the other Mary were sitting there opposite of the tomb. The next day, the one after preparation day, the chief priests and the Pharisees went to Pilate. Sir, they said, we remember that while he was still alive, that deceiver said, after 3 days I will rise again. So give the order for the tomb to be made secure until the third day. Otherwise his disciples may come and steal the body and tell the people that he has been raised from the dead. This last deception will be worse than the first. Take a guard, Pilate answered. Go make the tomb as secure as you know how. So they went and made the tomb secure by putting a seal on the stone and posting the guard. Chapter 28. After the Sabbath at dawn on the first day of the week, Mary Magdalene and the other Mary went to look at the tomb. There was a violent earthquake, for an angel of the Lord came down from heaven, and going to the tomb, rolled back the stone and sat on it. His appearance was like lightning, and his clothes were white as snow. The guards were so afraid of him that they shook and became like dead men. The angel said to the women, do not be afraid, for I know that you were looking for Jesus who was crucified. He is not here. He has risen, just as he said. Come and see the place where he lay. Then go quickly and tell his disciples, he has risen from the dead, and is going ahead of you into Galilee. There you will see him. Now I have told you. So the women hurried away from the tomb, afraid yet filled with joy, and ran to tell his disciples. Suddenly Jesus met them. Greetings, he said. They came to him, clasped his feet, and worshipped him. Then Jesus said to them, do not be afraid. Go and tell my brothers to go to Galilee. There they will see me. While the women were on their way, some of the guards went into the city and reported to the chief priests everything that had happened. When the chief priests had met with the elders and devised a plan, they gave the soldiers a large sum of money, telling them, you are to say his disciples came during the night and stole him away while we were sleeping. If this report gets to the governor, we will satisfy him and keep you out of trouble. So the soldiers took the money and did what they were instructed, and this story had been widely circulated among the Jews to this very day. Then the 11 disciples went to Galilee, to the mountain where Jesus had told them to go. When they saw him, they worshipped him, but some doubted. Then Jesus came to them and said, all authority in heaven and on earth have been given to me. Therefore go and make disciples of all the nations, baptizing them in the name of the Father and the Son and the Holy Spirit, and teaching them to obey everything I had commanded you. And surely I am with you always to the very end of the age. And that wraps up the book of Matthew. That was a lot. But it was very great. If there's any questions, you can definitely put in the chat, and I can try to answer it for you guys. So the next book I'm thinking about reading is I wanted to read is it After Numbers? Let me see. Trying to see where it's at. Leviticus. The book of Leviticus is in the Old Testament, but it's actually really interesting. I actually do like it because it talks about the offerings that they used to do. So back then, the people, this was actually very, very common because during that time, there was a lot of gods. There was gods like the Greek gods. We got Zeus. We got God of War. We got Ares. And just other gods that people worshipped. And those people actually did sacrifices. They did offerings, like burnt offerings. They offered meals and wine to the gods. And just because of this reason, God required that the Israelites do the same to him, because that was a custom, that was a norm back then. We don't do that now, but that was actually pretty normal. So in the book of Leviticus, in the Old Testament, it talks about burnt offerings. It talks about different offerings that the people did back then. So I'm actually going to be reading the book of Leviticus to you guys, because there is some pretty interesting stuff. It also talks about sexual stuff, like stuff that they did. Yeah, I'm not saying that's interesting, but it's good to know. Like it's good to know about the history. So yeah, I'm gonna be reading the book of Leviticus to you guys. So yeah, that would be pretty cool. Unless you guys want me to read from the New Testament too, I can definitely do that as well. Alright, so I do appreciate everyone being here. I'm not gonna be going live tomorrow, so I'm gonna be doing something. Plus, I gotta let the game, Beast of Reincarnation, update again. Game not released, so I gotta update it, make sure it's all optimized and ready. And then on Tuesday we'll be going live, and this is gonna be a brand new series. We're gonna be making some content off this game. We're gonna be playing it and just really taking our time with it too. So actually, I guess we can just showcase the game's trailer while we wait for it, and then we can stream. Is this one? We'll probably watch this one actually. I love the fact that she has a katana too. Dude. Oh my gosh, bro. The pairing looks so good. I love the chain that has like the whole sound effect. It's a golem. Parry. Perfect dodge. Ooh, okay. Oh my gosh, bro. They're cooking. They're cooking, bro. 2 more days. Actually, 1 day, but 2 days will be playing it. Pretty sure the first trailer actually has the little bit more game system. See right here. This is what I'm talking about. We have so you have like now this person has 9. This reminds me a little bit of Clair Obscure with some abilities. Blossoms of Reincarnation deals 1 hit of destructive damage high to the foes in the area. Massive area attack utilizing the powers of Reincarnation. I'm pretty sure you can level them up too. So that's gonna be pretty cool. Okay, it has a little turn-based action to it. Dude, this game looks really solid. Oh man, I love katanas, bro. Brown Shiva skin. Dang, 30,000 amber. So is that gonna like upgrade our stats too? Then we get the pre-order. We get the Black Shiva skin. Then we get the Oni's hat and the Big Dipper sword. Okay, word. I wonder which one I'm gonna use. Oni hat, the Big Dipper. I'll be using this obviously, but I sort of like the white one too. I sort of just like the white one, but I might go with the Black Shiva one too. We'll see. We'll see. I wonder if this. So they have created other games too. Oh, they actually created this game, which released. No, they haven't released it yet. It's on my wish list. Interesting. Game Freak. Okay, it's the same publisher. Okay, so this game has not released yet, but it's from the same studio, I believe. Okay. Interesting. It reminds me of Remnants. We can watch this when we're actually on stream.
The veil tore open, and the worthy were claimed. We were left behind. In our desperation, we called to you, warrior, to stand against the darkness.
Yeah, this actually looks pretty cool. Definitely reminds me of Destiny and
you will forge a path through Paris,
Remnants.
Together, we must reach the sunless gate. When we die, we will leave this place. But you return again and again. What are you, really? And why have you come? Is this our salvation? Or is this the end?
Fire. Alright. Well, I'm going to stream because I have somewhere to go. So, yeah, I do appreciate everyone who was in here. May the Lord, God bless you. And may the Lord keep you guys safe and sound. And, yeah. Have a good afternoon.